How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Cars with Ben. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about 5 of my favourite coupes that are under 100k and generally just fast and sporty. Now, I've tried to avoid going into sports cars or four-door cars because I know coupes and sports cars can sort of mix. But if there are any, just let me know if I've missed any cool ones. I've gone for 5 of my favourites or typical ones that you might expect. Just bear in mind I'm in the UK and prices may differ. I've also used a lot of Creative Commons footage to make this video, as well as just to bear in mind that tax insurance may play a different part. So I have gone for used prices only. These are not new prices. I tried to keep it on the used, so it always sort of makes the affordability for my viewers and people who watch this video. So without further ado, let's jump straight into today's video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Coming in at number 1, I have gone for the Volvo Polestar 1. This is the most unique car on the list and probably one of my favourite coupes at the moment. I was very shocked at how much these actually cost. So if you don't know, a Volvo Polestar actually costs 120,000 from new, which is absolutely crazy. Now, I have looked at Parker's. They do bring it down to about 70, 80 roughly, but it's really hard to say because this car is not a common car and it's only been released in the last year or two. So again, not very common, but for me, it's the most unique coupe you can buy, sort of performance coupes anyway you can buy right now in the UK. And that is because it's so unique in its Polestar image. Obviously, Polestar is what AMG is to Mercedes. It's a tuning company. And it's just made this interior and exterior just look unreal. Of course, it's a Volvo, so it'll be very reliable. And it kind of looks like a Mustang from the inside. I don't know why, it just sort of reminds me of that. But apart from the XC90 being the unreliable one of the range. So unreal cars. A lot of people will know this car from sort of Need for Speed Heat, where it kind of made an appearance for the first time. So very popular on that. I had to include this because it's one of my favourite cars on this list, but very shocked at the price and had to sort of bring the pricing down for this video quite a lot. But if you are interested, here's the Polestar. If you've never heard of it, there it is. Coming in at number 2, I have gone for the Mercedes C300. Now, obviously, I could have gone for the top of the range, and I will talk about the AMG after this. But I really like this simplicity of the AMG, sort of the C300. For me, it's one of my favourite sort of Mercedes coupes on the list, and that's because it is such a cool, sleek-looking car. For me, this embodies what a coupe is: 2 doors and a long back. Interior, of course, being amazing and exceptional as you'd expect from Mercedes. And weirdly, this car is probably one of the cheapest on the list. Now, you could probably pick one of these up for as little as about 35k roughly for the used. If you are looking at the AMGs, you probably want to double that, maybe 60k, 65 potentially. But of course, being Mercedes is probably one of the most unreliable because Mercedes have quite a terrible reliability issue. Now, prices in the German options do go up and vary in so many ways. But for me, it's one of my favourites as it's just got such a cool look. This AMG style car and coupe is such a beast with that V8. Coming in at number 3, I have gone for another German option. Most of these are German, to be fair. Is the BMW 8 Series. Now, the BMW 8 Series, I will admit, is a new car and it is a potentially strange one to do, but nonetheless, it's a coupe, so I had to include it. Now, that back end is exactly what I want in a coupe, sleek and luxurious. I love the coupe, so I've tried to avoid the M8 for this video because I'm aware the prices are 120k plus. But if you're looking at a used 8 Series coupe, you're probably looking at about 70k for that typical price range, or maybe a little bit less in a few years because I'm expecting the BMW depreciation price to be through the roof, which is crazy, as we all know with BMWs. And it's got that amazing interior and quality that you'd expect from the German cars. And of course, the BMW 8 Series is very unique in its interior, but you couldn't fit 4 people in it, really. It just looks unique. I think it would be the one that makes you stand out most. Coming in at number 4, another German option is the Audi RS5. Now, yes, I could have gone with the S5, which I guess potentially is another version similar to the Mercedes C300, but the Audi RS5 fits into this category really well. Prices typically around 60 to 70k, which is a lot, of course, for a coupe, but it fits the bill for power. And to be honest, probably one of the fastest on the list. We all know Audi launch control is unreal, and Audis are really popular in the UK at the moment. Of course, they've been sort of up and coming over the last 10 years, and everyone wants one. And I can't really blame them, but it's just not original for me, and I just couldn't. Would have a BMW over the Audi. Now, that being said, this car is incredibly powerful and has a max speed of 155, to 174 when uncapped. So, of course, this just looks the meanest, and I love that styling. It does look really cool. Now, Audis are obviously known for their rally sport, so I think you've got to remember their history and heritage, and of course, that's what makes Audi RS cars awesome. Now, weirdly, it is still a lot less than the 8 Series Coupe, which is strange when you think about sort of the comparisons and top end models. But because it's the 5, it has to slot in a little bit less. And coming in for the final option, no more German cars this time. It is the Lexus RCF. You probably forgot about this car, that it even existed. And to be honest, I did when making this video, but I had to include it on the list as it's one of my favourite coupes on performance coupes. This car is the cheapest around the same as the C300, coming in at about 40k to 45k. Now, of course, I'm talking about used prices, but with this engine, you do have a 2.5 litre 4-cylinder to a 5 litre V8, depending on which option you go for, which is a major difference in engine sizes. This one is really unique, obviously being Japanese, and a lot of people have complained about this car in the past. From them, it just doesn't give them the driving experience they want, but I have to say it does look amazing in blue. Yes, you're going to compromise over the Germans and the Polestar, but it is very unique, and you're probably less likely to see an RCF than you would for an RS5 or an AMG C63. So for that reason, an awesome coupe that has to be included, and I probably would have the unique one over this. So of course, it comes with that 8-speed automatic, and it looks awesome with the carbon roof. Again, just awesome if you were to modify this car, which is what I probably do. But terrible reviews from Top Gear. That brings us to the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for all of the love on the channel. It's been growing so much, and I can't wait to make more car content for everyone. I just love doing it. Everyone loved the RS Fords last week, so if there's anything else you want me to make, let me know in the comments, and we'll see you guys in next week's video.